Whatever it is that you attract, whatever it is that presents itself to you, whatever it is that you manifest, own it. Acceptance is the key to growth. Because if you do not accept what's happening, you cannot let go at that point. And that's something that has took a while to get through my head because of what kept presenting itself. But the truth is I asked for it. And it wasn't even subconscious, I remember doing it. Of course, it wasn't quite as simple as that, and I'm not going to get into all the details of my own path, at least not now. What I'm saying is what happens in reality is the same cycle, the same pattern, the same sort of series of events will keep happening until you learn a lesson that you need to learn. And if you look, you'll be able to see it. So, what you think you want and what you actually want, what your soul wants, is what you need. You might want a bag of smack, a joint, or 3 days on the couch to binge watch shit. But is that what you need? No. Maybe there's rare situations where that's actually appropriate, but for the most part, especially in the context of this fucking situation we all find ourselves in, that is not what anyone needs. Certainly not me. And another thing that I will say is when you accept and surrender to the path that is set before you, the paradoxical nature of that it isn't accepting or surrendering at all. It's an acceptance and surrender of the process, but the actual there's another side to it in that your current circumstances, who you are at this very moment, could be improved, and that you do not accept that. So it's paradoxical, and you're not surrendering, because surrendering would be continuing on as you are. But here's another thing, right? When I decided to that I'd had enough when I was around 20, I found that my personal when people talk about awakening and stuff, what happened to me isn't quite what I had in mind. However, it is apparently what my soul needs. Or needed, whatever. So, you must confront fear. Otherwise, you will always be a prisoner of that fear. Now, I'm not talking about becoming fearless. You don't have any fear. Fear is your friend. The point is it controls us, and we've been conditioned to behave in such a way. Now, the key to that is, as I said before, is to take ownership of the reality of the situation and realise that we're here for a reason and we've chosen to be here, as mad as that is. But what I didn't say, what I was supposed to say, is most people cannot operate on a sadistic mindset 24/7 because I attempted that, and you end up burning out and you don't even want to engage because your internal processes are vicious and sharp, and not everybody gets motivated by that. There's a time and a place for it, but using the David Goggins method 24/7 is not actually appropriate, and it doesn't make you charismatic, because the idea in my eyes that David Goggins can be David Goggins or whoever else follows that sort of mindset. But me personally, I prefer balance and appropriation. So I understand that there's a necessity for very one-sided and intense individuals, like extreme versions. However, for most people, I think most people are going to benefit from balance. Now, that doesn't mean, when I say being kind to yourself, slack off. It just means that you don't need to fucking bang a hammer on your head to make yourself do everything. You've just got to ask yourself the right fucking questions and adopt the right mental energy. There's no need to bully yourself 24. Sometimes it's fucking necessary because you're being a prick and you need to just get on with it. But that isn't what people need to hear, and it's not actually being a man at all when you're doing that to yourself all the time. Because being a man is knowing what to say when it needs to be said. And that goes for being a woman as well. But I can only speak for a masculine perspective, because biologically I am a male. Although I have a feminine side as much as any other male does. I can only speak from a male perspective because I've got a dick and some balls. So, yeah. Yeah, you don't know, like, if you're listening to me, you have no reason to listen to me. I do appreciate it, and I hope it helps. Thank you.